Jack, we're down here at Wildcard Gym. First time I've been down there. Just spoke to the kid, your stable mate, who you're going to be doing rounds with in the next 5-10 minutes, I presume, innit?
Yeah.
So I thought I'd catch you before you get all sweaty and mess that lovely curly locks up.
I just said then I didn't know I was going to be doing anything like this, otherwise I would have tried to fit. I can't make it look much better, but a little bit less messy.
But no, it'd be nice to catch up, because I've not seen, I think, actually, the last time I seen you, it was at Jolly Boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were at Jolly Boys. I think you were talking about, you was hoping that you were going to an English title shot.
Yeah.
But now that's gone by the by, and you've stepped up a level, and I believe we're just waiting for a date, but looks like a British title fight is next for you.
Yeah, it's all mandatory and stuff now, and the purse bids were won by Samuel Antwi yesterday, so it's got to happen by the end of March. It's November now, so I imagine I should know when, pretty soon. Yeah, it's exciting.
Before we carry on talking about that, because he's going to get against Samuel Antwi, who we know fairly well because he beat one of our fighters last time out when he won the title, which was Mason Cartwright, in what ended up being an epic battle. It was a cracking fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, like the way most British title fights are.
They bring out something special in fights.
Yeah, exactly, and I knew that was going to be a really good one. Obviously I watched it very closely because at that time, just before that was originally an eliminator, and I had an eliminator with Lee Cutler. That didn't happen, so then their fight got elevated to fight for the vacant belt. So I was watching that going, whoever wins next, I'm fighting next. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, it was a great fight. I've done mine with Mason. I know what Mason brings. I haven't seen too much of Antwi, but like you said, it was a great fight, and I think that at the end of it, he showed that he deserves to be the champion.
Oh, it was a brilliant finish. It was a brilliant finish, a brutal finish. It was a hard one for me to watch because obviously Mason's one of our fighters, and but it was 3 beautiful shots. Because even once the first one had landed, he was gone. He was asleep, stood up. I think the next 2 shots sort of woke him up a little bit as he was going down.
Yeah, it was like it stunned him, but the way he was balanced, though, he was still balanced, stood up, and then the next 2 were like
clean,
just free shots sort of thing, and there was venom behind him. So yeah, but I think.
But Mason was coming back into the fight.
Yeah, I think he didn't have the best start, and
the best start,
and then he was coming back, but yeah, it was a great finish.
Yeah, it was. But going to your last one, how did this come about on the Tyson Ngannou undercard?
It was as soon as it got put out that it was Ngannou and Fury, everyone was saying, well, MMA guys can't box, and I was like, so when we said, well, stick me on it, and it's like, well, what am I then? Do you know what I mean? So that's how we got our foot in the door. But it was all down to Spencer Brown. He was the biggest part of getting me on it. I owe him so much, and then my management, Alfie won it. But as far as to get over there on a big, massive event, biggest event I've ever been to, I think anyone's seen as far as boxing wise for the promotion and stuff. It was in Saudi, the only non-heavyweight fight against Duran's son, and then Chuck Liddell walked me out. It was just like, it just kept adding to the story, do you know what I mean?
Well, it's fine, because I mean, in case no one knows, you were a very successful MMA fighter, weren't you? For all over the world. And then when I first met you, we were down at Elite, and you just made the transition. And it's been a tough, long slog to get to where you are now, isn't it? I mean, I think this is going to be when you fight for the British title. Even though it's been a long time, that's really quick to fight for a British title in only 11 fights.
Yeah, well, it was like from the off, because I had that MMA experience, even though it's a different sport, I've still been used to getting under a big set of lights and going out there and fighting against a man, so I didn't need to, I was looking at it like I don't need to start from the very scratch. So my first fight was a 6 rounder, so I still just started a bit ahead of where most people do. So, but yeah, we've definitely, it would have been quicker if it wasn't for COVID and all that and whatever else, but yeah, we're here now, and like you said, it's been a long, tough one, but anyone who's getting there, that's how it'll be for
I know stand-up was a big part of your MMA game, and a lot of your wins came by knockout. So was that somebody walking by there? Was that easy for you to make the transition, and was it as easy or was it harder than you thought making the transition from MMA to boxing?
Sorry, no, next one.
Yeah, it was No, thank you. Yeah, it was. I used to, in preparation for my MMA fights, I used to spar boxers, getting ready for their fights, just in boxing. So I knew I could always do that. I used to look at it like, oh well, all this training and everything I put into it, I'll have one, I'll have a couple. I didn't know what it'd take off take the full range, you know what I mean? But no, the transition for me was easy. There was a few little things, like I always remember whenever we clinch up, I always used to wouldn't, not so much wrestle, but I'd literally go straight away and wouldn't even play on the inside, because I thought, oh, you're not allowed to do that, because this isn't, you're not allowed to wrestle, you're not allowed to, do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Little stuff like that. But I always remember it, after about 6 months, 8 months of me just doing boxing every day, I said to my dad, I was like, oh, it's finally all clicked. But it was I'm not saying, I still don't know it all, but it was definitely...
Well, when you know all, it's time to retire, isn't it?
Yeah, but it was a really good couple of months to really get them little details, and I think I've probably only seen that as well when the van started going up, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And that was an 8-rounder last time. I know it only went 2, but had you done anything? I lost track of where you were at. So what's the most rounds you've completed?
8.
Mm. So that's not too far a jump.
No, I've done 8 and felt, and I remember in that fight I wasn't like dying going into the 8, I still had a bit in me. So I know that with Martin, obviously the next one's at 12, I know with Martin I'll be more than ready.
Yeah,
my last apart from that 8, my last 3 have been scheduled 10s. So
you're prepared for them then, right? So that's not too bad. But you know, it's a great record as a light middleweight, 9 wins with 6 KOs.
Yeah, definitely. But that was me. That was my thing in MMA. I had 10 first round knockouts. So that power transitioned over, and I think, especially like my last 5, I've stopped. So I think I'm just going from strength to strength.
And is it good now? Jack's joined you down here. Has that been good for you, because you're both the same weight, both competing in the super welterweights?
Yeah, you know what? I've done loads of miles with Jack, loads of miles with them,
But as soon as you made that transition, Jack would have been one of your sparring partners anyway, because when you were both at Elite there together, weren't you?
Yeah, well, he was before that. Even when I was in MMA, I still used to do rounds with Jack and whatever. And he's like one of the ones you used to look at and go, what? He's doing like 8 rounds, he's doing 10 rounds, how did you do that? And then I always looked up to him, and then he's one of the hardest workers I've ever seen, and that still stands. So for him being here now, I get on with him, he's a good mate anyway, so it's good to start with a bit of crack in the gym. And then, but as far as someone just keep there to push me, it's good for that as well, do you know what I mean? And I think with Martin, a bit of a change will do well for Jack, and I'm seeing how he's out the end of the month, I'm seeing how he's going to...
I presume, I was saying in the previous interview I did with Jack, it must be about a month ago, it must be nice for him, because he perhaps at his stage of the career he needed a change, something just to freshen things up, but he didn't need something that was too much of a change. And both Martin and Alex McBianco, your old coach and Jack's old coach at Elite, both was trained by Lerone Harrison. Oliver Harrison, you know, and it mustn't be too much of a change. You must hear a lot of things that Martin's saying, that Alex used to say, and just slightly tweaked.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Alex and all the lads at Elite, I owe them so much. They started me off, and when COVID happened, my life changed around a little bit and just didn't work for me up there no more.
But you're from around this area though, aren't you? You St Helens or you Leeds?
No.
Liverpool, sorry.
Liverpool. Yeah, Pool's not that far from me.
But so your dad's gym somewhere around here though, wasn't it? Widnes? Yeah. Well, how far's Widnes from here? That's not far, is it?
About 25 minutes.
Alright, okay.
But Bolton was like 50 minutes every day, yeah. And then it just I found, after COVID I had a situation where I could work and they let me go to the gym as well in the middle, but it was too far to... Anyway, my point is, Alex and all the lads are great lads. I love them to bits, and I think, yeah, like you said there, when it comes to the similarity between Oliver, Alex and some of the stuff Martin says, that does happen. Yeah. But I knew Oliver as well, yeah. And I can see it myself without it.
Because Oliver was from a kickboxing background, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I remember him, that's why I first met him, and his brother Humphrey. I think it broke my brother's ribs when he was about 30, 40 years ago now. Right, well listen, I'll let you get on with this spar. You know, I know I'm going to enjoy it, but I think it's going to be brutal, isn't it?
Wait for the spar?
Yeah.
I don't know, I hope not. It's Friday. No, it'll be a good one with Jack, but that's what I mean. With Jack here now, Martin doesn't let us, we're not sparring all the time. He's been here for a couple of weeks now, I've only sparred him twice, this being the second time. So it's, and that's only because he's stuck. He had someone, I don't know what happened today, but it was just, can you help Jack?
Because he's 5 days in 2 weeks' time.
So I'm just helping today, but it's, yeah, it'll be a good one.
Right, we're done.
Come on, mate.
See you later. Bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.